don't need to fight. You can get what you want with patience.
To get some real answers, we had to ask the county officials themselves. Unfortunately, our interview requests were turned down by County Supervisor Mike Antonovich, so we decided to attend a County Board of Supervisors meeting to ask Mike Antonovich why these individuals are being forced from their homes. We had made a few requests to talk with Mr. Antonovich to no avail, so that's why I'm here, just to ask a few questions and hopefully get a few answers. We want to know how using nuisance abatement teams to force the residents to destroy their houses and vacate their properties is in the public interest. And that's directed at Mr. Antonovich.
Deutschland ist nun aber.
Perhaps I can clarify that the time for public comment doesn't require responses.
We were informed that Antonovich was not required to respond in this public venue, and at the conclusion of the time, Antonovich simply requested written record of the questions and said he would get back to us. Meanwhile, for a purpose that nobody knows, the county continues driving away the few people who still want to live there.
Nicht Deutschland! In uns passiert Deutschland und hinter uns kommt Deutschland!
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment.
Here's Greg Bradford. He's so unmistakably West Coast, he could have sprung from the very soil here itself. Actor, singer, surfer, songwriter, you name it, Greg does it.
Now you're the masked man. Mysterious. Every woman's dream. The all-American hero.
Tracy knows Bobby and Bobby knows Tim. Stole 20 bucks out by the gyms. Goes on. It goes on. Ted and Ted knows Tim. So why they fighting? Why can't they be friends and get along? Get along.
You know, I just don't believe I insult you and I cheat you and man, I even try to kill you, man, and then you go and save my life.
I know you, you know me. And why we fighting? Why can't we be free and get along? Get along. Yeah. Why can't we get along?
We don't need to
So if that place is unpermitted, it doesn't have the legal access, it needs to be cited for 9 months.
Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. I am not asking your newspapers to support, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For as a wise man once said, an error doesn't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it.
Because of that loan that's on that 2167, and be very clear with me, how they can get a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loan, have an appraisal that is so crooked and the day is long, and then there is nothing in these files you're telling me with regards to any complaints or any permits, and I have to come back and see somebody else based on what? Because Kevin Petrosky isn't here, or Lisa, whatever her name isn't here. I don't get it.
No, I'm just texting somebody right now.
I would like to talk to somebody higher up, absolutely. It's very nasty. Hi. What's your name? Yeah, I'm Debbie. Okay. Hi, Sonia. Nice meeting you.
And I understand Mark has spent some time with you. I gotta limit this. I have another appointment, but I'd like to help you. I want to explain my position. I'm not gonna take any sides between neighbors or their whatever, personal issues or even legal issues. I'm not gonna be your attorney.
I'm gonna be listing Greg's property. Okay, so this puts me under investigation. Yeah. So as I'm looking, I'm saying, okay, he says, Debbie, I have an encroachment. Okay, great, you have an encroachment. That's great. I call the title company. I have titles working on it right now. To this property that has an add-on, that is encroaching in on his property.
With the septic.
With the septic. And then furthermore, these people don't even have a right-of-way. They don't have they don't have a driveway. They have nothing. How did that loan go through? So who turned their head?
Noise 322 is when our first complaint was in Miss Lusinger, and she was going to respond on it. Until it went to Mr. Bertorsky, he stopped it. He stopped it, said, yes, he did.
I'm in charge of this office.
I understand you.
No, I do not allow. What you're telling me, I don't allow to happen.
Then would you respond to my complaint?
I spend most of my time.
Then would you respond to my complaint that I have in there? I haven't got a response from you or Bertorsky on that complaint. Day one, regional planner Sean Scary's told me that I need to build a turnout here and I need to acquire this lot. I offered them this so that they could have their legal turnout, so they have legal access. They have no legal access. This is 250 feet. This is not qualified as a legal access. So these people need to be told now. September of 09. 3 months later, I was already being prosecuted. This place is not being prosecuted in the same amount of time. And it's amazing that for 9 months, Mr. Bertorsky and Mr. Noyes knew that that was approached and was an illegal structure.
We don't. I mean, there's nothing, no reason for us to take side.
You have not gone on the record, and
I looked into that. I went through everything. I don't see anything wrong. I mean, I cannot connect what you're telling me illegal going to that. I don't really know.
Apparently something is wrong here. Something is terribly wrong. Stand by. Just a moment, please. 13 North 180.
And so it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be.